I don't mind that, really. Okay. Ooze comes into play. Angry they must be. Yeah! Hey everybody, welcome back and thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Today we are playing Golgari Adventures, which reached Mythic rank number 3 by the legend himself, Rent. Check him out, we'll have some links in the description or comments below. And again, this is similar to the Golgari aggro deck that we covered recently. That was an absolute beast, except for we are integrating the Edgewall Innkeeper for a draw engine, and then piling on adventure cards like Foulmire Knight, Order of Midnight, Murderous Rider, Lovestruck Beast, and then of course we've got our great Henge in there for a little bit of sustainability throughout the mid game. We're going to break down the deck list in its entirety, talking about each individual card for you guys, just so you have a really good grasp on what's included within the deck, and then we'll visit the strategies and synergies. You know, it's great to know what's in the deck. It's even better to know how all of those things will interact with one another, and then we'll watch some gameplay footage breaking down all the play lines and interactions. It's even better to know how the deck operates against the other decks in the meta, right? So you can see how your knowledge will increase, and so should your skill cap. Finally, we have our closing thoughts, blah, 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 blah. I'll remind you of our 500,000 gem giveaway and all that jazz. So let's take a look at the number 3 Mythic rank deck by Rint, which is Golgari Adventures. It starts out with 2 copies of Bloodchief's Thirst. This is our sorcery speed spell to destroy target creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost 2 or less. If we kick it for a total of 4, we can destroy target creature or planeswalker instead, non-dependent upon its converted mana cost, so we can go for anything. 4 copies of Foulmire Knight. This is a 1/1 with Death Touch. Profane Insight for 3 at instant speed. As the adventure, you draw a card and lose 1 life. 4 copies of Edgewall Innkeeper, one of the main engines within the deck. This is a 1/1, and whenever you cast a creature that has an adventure, draw a card. It does not need to have gone to the adventure pile first, so you can just immediately cast it as the creature. There's no need to cast the adventure and then the creature. That's just there to clarify that, I guess. Into our 2 drops, 4 copies of Scavenging Ooze. This is a 2/2 in which we can pay 1 green from our pool, exiling target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, put a +1/+1 counter on Scavenging Ooze and you gain 1 life. 2 copies of Order of Midnight, 2/2 with flying, cannot block. Altered Fate, which is pretty decent within the deck for 2 at sorcery speed. The only downside there, really. And return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. You know, your opponent's going to auto remove your Edgewall Innkeepers. It's just a great way to grab that back into your hand and then replay it, and then to start reutilizing the draw effect there again. Moving forward into our 3 drops, we have 4 copies of Murderous Rider. This is a 2/3 with lifelink. When Murderous Rider dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library, so there's some nice replayability there. It also has Swift End for 3 at instant speed, which is absolutely amazing within this deck. Destroying target creature or planeswalker. We're going to be losing 2 life for that interaction though. 4 copies of Lovestruck Beast. This is a 5/5 that cannot attack unless you control a 1/1. We have Heart's Desire for 1 at sorcery speed to create a 1/1. 4 copies of Kazandu Mammoth, a 3/3 with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, it receives +2/+2 until end of turn. And the Kazandu Valley, entering tapped, adding a green source to our pool. 2 copies of Agadeem's Awakening and Agadeem's Undercrypt. The crypt comes in tapped unless we pay 3, adding a black to our pool, and at sorcery speed for 3 + X, return from your graveyard to the battlefield any number of target creature cards that each have different converted mana costs of X or less. Moving into our 4 drops, we have a single copy of Polukranos Unchained, a 0/0 entering with 6 +1/+1 counters on it. It will escape with 12 +1/+1 counters on it. The escape cost is 6, plus exiling 6 other cards from our graveyard. If damage would be dealt to Polukranos while it has a +1/+1 counter on it, prevent that damage and remove that many +1/+1 counters from it. This means it will survive Death Touch. We also can pay 3. Polukranos fights another target creature. That's absolutely amazing. 2 copies of Rankle, Master of Pranks, a 3/3 with flying and haste, and whenever Rankle, Master of Pranks deals combat damage to a player, choose any number. Each player discards a card, each player loses 1 life and draws a card, each player sacrifices a creature. So you can actually get quite a bit of value in there with Rankle. Moving on to our 5 drops, we have a single copy of Vivian, Monster's Advocate. This is a 3 loyalty planeswalker that allows you to look at the top card of your library at any time and cast creature spells from the top of your library. +1, create a 3/3 green beast with vigilance, reach, or trample on it. -2. Whenever you cast your next creature spell this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser converted mana cost of that cast creature and put it right into the battlefield. So that's really powerful. We have a few 6-drops here. Well, I guess really only one 6-drop. Garruk, Cursed Huntsman, 5 loyalty when they enter, 0 create 2/2 black and green wolves, and whenever those wolves die, you put a loyalty counter on each Garruk you control. -3, destroy target creature, draw a card. -6, you get an emblem with creatures you control, get +3/+3, and have trample. We have for 9 the Great Henge. It does cost X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. We have Lovestruck Beast that can hit on turn 3. It's a 5/5, which will drop the Henge cost to 4, which will allow us to play it on turn 4. Very groovy there. We can tap it to add 2 green to our pool, also adding 2 life to our total there. And whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. The drawing of cards is amazing. So we have the Henge as a late game draw engine, and we have the Innkeeper as an early game draw engine. These spells are accompanied by 4 Fabled Passages. You know, it's great to find the appropriate land, and the passage can double crack on the Kazandu Mammoth. 4 Temple of Maladies, allowing us to scry. 7 forests, 6 swamps, and a Castle Locthwain, in which we can tap for 4 total, including itself, 3 plus itself, I should say. And we will draw a card and then lose a life equal to the number of cards in our hand after the draw. We're playing traditional standard today, so we do have a sideboard incorporated. It consists of 2 additional Bloodchief's Thirst. We already talked about this. Agonizing Remorse for 2 at sorcery speed. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it or a card from their graveyard. Exile that card. You lose 1 life. This is just an easy way to deal with huge spells like Genesis Ultimatum, like Ugin, or to deal with things permanently like Kroxa or Polukranos Unchained, anything with escape, right? 2 copies of Epic Downfall, sorcery speed for 2, exile target creature with converted mana cost 3 or greater. That kind of is self-explanatory. A single copy of Heroic Intervention, instant speed, permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Maybe there's some Shatter the Skies or Storm's Wraths floating around and you want to save your creatures from dying. 2 copies of Wilt for 2 at instant speed, destroying target artifact or enchantment, cycling for 2. You know, if there's any oppressive artifacts or enchantments, maybe Mono White or Origin of Prison, they're using some exile effects. Potentially, you can just bust that open, grab your creature back. 2 copies of Soul Shatter, or sorry, 1 copy of Soul Shatter. One of my favorite cards within Zendikar. Instant speed for 3. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker with the highest converted mana cost among creatures and planeswalkers they control. Sorry, Dream Trawler, sorry, Ugin. This is coming from you guys, right? 3 copies of Questing Beast, 4/4, Vigilance, Death-Touch, Haste, cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Combat damage cannot be prevented by creatures you control this turn, or on the attack, I guess. And whenever Questing Beast deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to a target planeswalker that they control. And an additional copy of Vivien Monster's Advocate. So that's the deck list, that's the sideboard. As far as strategies and synergies go, we basically covered it. You want to flood the field, go super wide, utilize your draw engines through both your Edgewall Innkeeper and then later on through your Great Henge that you're able to push out early with your Lovestruck Beast. So your ideal line of play is Lovestruck Beast turn 3, Great Henge turn 4. That should win you every single game that you are able to do that. You know, the rest of it is a lot of disruption, right? Bloodchief's Thirst is disruption. Scavenging Ooze is disruption. We have Murderous Rider as disruption, and Rankle and Polukranos a little bit of disruption as well. And then the Garruk's -3, even more disruption. So you can see how much removal there is. And then, you know, we do have, you know, a little bit of support as well. Draw a card, lose 1 life, return target creature from our graveyard to our hand. That's really good, right? Gaining life with the Ooze as well. Yeah, making tokens. It's awesome, right? So that's the deck list. The strategy is very basic, very finely tuned, and this is a beast of a deck. As far as sideboarding goes, take in what was bad, or sorry, take out what was bad and put in what was good. Potentially, there was nothing for you to remove, so maybe your removal spells can kind of take a hike, and you can put in something that has more relevant value, something like Agonizing Remorse or something, right? You guys are smart. You're going to figure it out. I do recommend playing traditional best of 3 if you're looking to climb ranked. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on that in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend, hit that bell icon so you're notified of all of our future uploads. Join our Discord so you don't miss out on our 500,000 gem giveaway, free cash prize monthly tournaments, yada, yada, yada. There's so much going on. You guys know our live schedule every single day on YouTube at 6 a.m. Mountain Standard. And then we go from there on Twitch, and we're back on YouTube later on again. So join the community. Come introduce yourself. Say hello. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Go have yourselves a magical day. I hope you guys enjoy this Golgari Adventure gameplay footage. It was a pleasure and just a blast to play. You know, I absolutely love playing Golgari. It was actually the first deck I used to reach Mythic way back when Carnage Tyrant and Doom Whisperer were at the top of their game. So enjoy today's video, you guys, and we'll see you when we wrap up for some once-in-a-lifetime news that you should not miss out on. You cannot miss out on. All right, we'll talk to you in a bit. Alrighty. We've been practicing trying to put a free-to-play Zendikar Mythic deck together. Harder said than done. We're getting close, but while we're testing, we're losing rank. And it's not the sort of thing that we can just test in the play queue, because when you do go into Mythic, it's a different environment. I don't think we need the 5th land. So we'll keep 4. Our passage is the other swamp, right? And yeah, so we've lost a little bit of rank, and we're looking to get that back. No counter spell here, which is nice. It must be Azorius Blink, right? Midnight Clock. Woof. Alright, I'm okay with this. Right, we do not have a Gem Razor main deck. But do we even need it at a certain point? Not much to do this turn. 2 wasted mana. You know, no instant speed to use it. Whenever you cast a kick spell, create a 2/2 Drake with flying. Alright, I think we're getting a little bit lucky here. This is definitely not a tiered deck, so we should have no problem walking over it. Playing Rankle. We have a 2nd copy, so if it gets dealt with, it's not really that bad. I bet they can kick a spell right now to create a 2/2, can't they? Let's play it safe. They do. They do. You dog, I knew it. So we read the play. And we don't lose our ooze. Okay. The plot thickens, I see. Oh. Ah! Ah! Tossing our land. Ooh, staggering insight. It's a good pickup. Passage for insight. Loving it. Okay, a blocker. We're gonna have to kick or Polukranos that. Land can come in tapped. Whoops. Can I have a 2/2 when I kick a spell? Right? They're tapped. Let's just push our agenda. The knight can go. Ooh, we get a kicker. They're down to 10. Found a conundrum, that's fine. We need this Henge out before the 12th hour counter. Oh, really? We play 3, that gives us 3, that's not enough, we need 4. Let's just safely get it in play. You know, we can't play anything else, but whatever. We're gonna pass our turn here. We've got this. Having the draw from the Henge is really good, right? Maybe the Henge has upset them. I like the deck. Like, it's actually working is the strangest part, so I would love to see them just play it out. Using my new angry emote. Ooh-wee. All right. We lose our creature, which is actually not the worst. Let's take our life. Oh, and it happens right now. Shit. Alright, that's actually fine. For some reason, I thought it did it to both of us. I was thinking of the one that makes us discard our hands and then you draw. I don't know what that is. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's just try to pile on some sick draws. Is there anything that we really want? Not really. Just go wide with the Henge. It should be all that we need. They have more shatters, which is kind of frustrating, but I think we'll be okay. That clock actually did wonders for them by allowing them to draw full hand, because there probably is a shatter in here. They have a 110 card library as well. What the heck? I did not notice that until now. Woo! What a life. We can slay the Angel of Destiny with our Unchained. That's awesome. Nom 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 nom. Right? Sorry about all that. That was fun for me. Down to 1. How often does Polukranos get to eat 3 creatures in 1 turn? That's awesome. Another Conundrum. That's fine. If they shatter, we have a Rankle, and they can actually see that, so not only do they need to clean the field, they also need to instantaneously deal with Rankle on our attack step. Cheers. Right, like the shatter is good, but Rankle just hits immediately after. Alright, are they gonna play that second match is the thing. I almost don't think so. I mean, we could take Wilts. I don't want to lose any of the adventure because of the draw. Do we need our... well, maybe. Screw it. Let's take out a removal and go full aggro. Yeah, our opponent really doesn't like rogues, apparently, running such a thick library. That's awesome. I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to be here for about a minute just chatting, and we'll get that second win for free. And I say this all the time for the people climbing rank and looking to get Mythic, is play and learn how to play traditional standard, where the matches are best of 3, because lots of the time your opponent will have a bad first match, you won, they won't come back for the second. You get that win for free, basically, getting those 2 ticks towards your next rank, and that's super helpful. You only need 3 wins in a row instead of 6 wins in a row to get that next rank. So I think it makes it much more feasible. And I don't know if you guys are aware of Dr. Spillikin, another fellow content creator, really cool dude, check him out. It was his first month hitting Mythic ever, and they did it thanks to traditional, right? It's what's up. Traditional, if you're climbing rank, is great. You know, best of 1 is pretty cool too, but it's just such a lottery. So let's get into this second match. We got 3 land, 2 wilts. Oh my gosh. This is our sideboard, and whenever you sideboard and pull those sideboard cards directly into your hand, normally you're in really good shape. We're gonna leave that land there. We're able to just smash these enchantments and artifacts. It's instant speed as well, so let's hold it up. If not, we cycle it. They're gonna have to play it here. There's no way they don't. Really? Alright, that's a misread on our behalf. Oh well. Passage is fine. Let's just get these out there. There's their 4th land. Lithoform engine. Good game. Ending our turn, keeping the draw. I love that we got that Lithoform engine. The Angel of Destiny is actually annoying, but we'll be able to hit for so much damage that it should be okay. Henge in play. Let's take the big body for damage output. Let's take our draw again. 2/2 Death Touch, not bad. Another Henge, whatever. Beast goes in, chump block. No, they just take it. Interesting. They really need to protect their life that's being gained through the Angel of Destiny. Unless they're going to give everything life gain. Oh, and it's not just the Angel of Destiny, it's everything. Yeah, okay. This is bad. We do have huge damage output though, which is good. We need just a stream of creatures. Nice, 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 nice. Woo! All right, so you see the power of the henge, right? That's a big hit. 7 down to 18. So out of that whole interaction with Angel of Destiny, we ended up gaining 4 life, and I think they just kind of were stagnant. The Trawler's annoying, but I think we're fine. Like, we're so wide. Draw, draw, draw. They 100% need to hold a shatter. That's gonna be the world's best shatter. And we pulled our removal. They've got a card in hand, that was the thing. We can attack with the ooze because we can push it up. Oh no, I didn't check it for creatures actually. I just assumed. That's on me. We can only go to 4. Shoot. Oh well, doesn't matter. Whatever. I should have looked at how many creatures. I just assumed this late in the game there should be 2 creatures in the graveyard. Uh-oh! We have a few swamps left, so we need them to play both of these cards. We have a stop set before their attack phase, and they actually can't attack us. They do. Let's just... we can offset all that damage. They're just looking for a shatter. And then we have a henge, and it's fine. So... whew, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Playing first. Oh, we see now we got burned by this land before. Let's be greedy. Just need our 3rd land. And of course, we toss our ooze against a Rakdos player. Come on! Start these draws up. Where's the land? I feel like this is gonna be an instant replay of the first match. Really? Thank you. Thank you! They have to remove our ooze before they play their Kroxa. So it's buying us another turn, basically for free. Need a land. Yes. So we're henging on turn 4. 5, I guess. That's my bad, but... we can defend with the beast. The knights can go in uncontested. We have odd, 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 even, odd. So we're gonna lose odds if it hits. And we really just need to get this Henge out before we lose the beast. Nice. They didn't get their land or something. Yeah, I think we should probably take our remorse. And, you know, we can lose Vivian. I think we can lose our Bloodchief as well. And then we're just trying to deal with threats right from their hand. Because if we can pick up a Croxa out of their hand, that's great. You know, worst case, we grab a Channeler, which is really nice for them as well. Which is probably why they took that hand that they had, because they're like, well, I could draw my Channeler on curve. That's really good, and then they didn't pull out after that. And you always got to pull out or you're going to get in trouble, right, boys? Stop it. Here he knows what I'm talking about. Surprisingly enough, Ugin looks like he knows what I'm talking about as well. Huh? What else do we do while we wait? We have fun. Let's get into the second match here and hopefully we can walk away with it. They're gonna play first. Always choose to play first, you guys. I didn't even realize we unlocked our green dude. I don't know. I feel like this guy belongs in World of Warcraft or something, right? Like, seems very weird. Why does he have so many eyes? Look at him, he's got like 6 eyes or something? 8 eyes? 6 of them? Oh yeah, definitely 6. Can you imagine his optometrist bill? It's a lot of land. I'm gonna keep it. I know, right? There's nothing wrong with land. Drawing not land, obviously. We have our ooze if there's any shenaniganzos. They need to deal with the innkeeper. No, they go straight for it. Taking the draw. Okay. Keeping the ooze for when it becomes relevant. They need that second red source. We lose our innkeeper. I get it. Let's attack with our beast first. One threat's odd, one threat's even. They're sitting on even. And the evens is what they'd want to exile. You'd want to leave the Lovestruck Beast if you had an event. And take Polukranos because it's got replayability. So that kind of makes that decision a little harder for them to make. And we hold removal, we have Graveyard Hate, and our draw engine, which needs to be played before our rider. We can play Swift End first, of course, but I want to get all of our draws that we can, right? It's funny how Adventure is still just like so overpowered, and it went from, well, you just copy all your spells to, well, you have basically dual spells in your whole deck, and, you know, whenever you play one of them, you get to draw a card. Yeah, the Edgewall Innkeeper's flimsy, right? It's a 1/1, but still good, man. And it's just funny, like, how these two used to be combined, right? We used to be able to double all of our double spells and then still have the draw engine. It's just like big wolves on adventure. That was Eldraine. Eldraine was fun for me. Okay, we lose our guy. I don't mind that, really. Okay. Ooze comes into play. Angry they must be. Yeah, yeah, yeah! Alright, let's get into another match here. Hashtag draw engine. Si, senor. Let's take the scry first. I don't like to play the Edgewall Innkeeper until we can almost immediately utilize it. Because it's so easy to have removed. And the land can stay, especially at Castle Locthwain. I really like that. Passage in play. For the forest. Gruul? Yeah, okay. Or is it Temur? Oh, it could be Temur because the Cobra. We have no removal for that. Probably dropping our Mammoth next. Yeah, I knew there'd be a stomp. Shoot. No land drop? We're golden. This is nice. We might get a chance here. Should we kill this right now, or should we save it for the real threat? Let's try to brute force this guy. Right? Especially since they're locked on land, we could get quite lucky here. It's a big hit. An even bigger hit next turn when we ride the blocker. Swift end? Yes, it shall be. Alright, people land walking on us today. That's awesome. Playing against Gruul? I don't know what our changes for Gruul would be. Or if it's even Gruul, if maybe it's Temur. Instant speed removal is always best, so I'm going to take that Shatter. You know, maybe it's a Terror of the Peaks, and I'll drop an Order of Midnight. We should be okay. Our opponent plays. We draw 2 land with 3 and 4 MDFCs. That's good. I think we play our Mammoth first, unless we pull a forest. No. We're ready for removing his Cobra. Their Cobra. Yeah, it is. There's too many ways to deal with the Cobra. Spikefield Hazard, Bloodchief's Thirst, so good. Entering tapped. I want to use the draw here. Nice play. We gotta remember that Giant's there for game 3. Lovestruck Beast shuts down Bone Crusher Giant in just such a superb way. Alright, I mean, whenever there's that slow decision-making process, usually things are looking up for you. We have removal, we have our body. Right? What you gonna do now, brah? Llanowar draws and ramps, not bad. They have 2 mana available, 3 mana available. No attacks. The Mammoth took us home last time. And it shall again. Decent blocker. I kind of want to attack. They have a giant, they're going to stomp. Okay. I guess there's no attacks. They made that decision for us. End turn, we're going to use the draw from the knight here. We're running low on cards and we don't really have a draw engine in play, so we have Death Touch to defend, so we aggress. Mammoth goes to 7. Taking a swamp for our Order of Midnight. Just gonna take the Lovestruck Beast back. Hashtag bodies. They have to stomp. Oh, wow! That's their 3rd Bone Crusher giant. That's insane. Alright. Here's our draw engine. They're out of mana. Let's utilize it. Oh my gosh. We're not gonna play this till next turn. Take the hit. They need to double block it for the kill. Sure, let's give it to him. Kind of wanted to hold it, but they have to remove them both. Odd, odd, even. Their 4th Bone Daddy. Holy moly! What a life to have lived. Just taking our draws off the Innkeepers while they're in play. Hashtag Henge next turn. Yup. Take our Scry. More removal. Wow. We have a Lovestruck Beast to defend. Down to 6. Golgari feels so strong. We played Golgari aggro, and now we're playing a little bit of Golgari. Oh. That's not good. Everything goes down. Right? Ugin, everybody run, baby. You dog. Okay. Ah! Okay, it's Timur. Dropping. Well, I actually like to smash that snake. I'm gonna toss our high end out, and we're just gonna aggro the heck out of them. Double Ugins for dinner, baby. What'd you guys have? Intervention does not escape Ugin. Negative. Sick land. Again, really sick land here. This is just great draw hands. Ah! I don't know. This is not good. Anyways, there's a little bit of a turnaround here. Playing our third land, that's helpful. Play a snake, bay. How do you not play it? Oh, okay. That's why you don't play it. Let's see them top deck 4 Bone Crusher Giants again. This is what I'm talking about. That's absolutely ridiculous luck. That's not good. We have no hand hate. And they're already at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit, this game's over. Unless we draw our Agonizing Remorse, this game's so over. Be cool if we pull the lands. We need to pull a land to kick our Bloodchief. Cool, bro. I can't believe people are just still playing Genesis Ultimatum. This is like day one stuff. I mean, I guess it works, but it's like just playing the same thing every single day. Cry. Are you serious? At a certain point, it's like... Alright, well that's still a thing. Okay. Forgot we're in Mythic. We've been in Mythic all month. You know, we really want to flex on this turn 3 Beast into turn 4 Henge, but we're gonna need to get lucky with some land. This will be our first match with Golgari Adventures. Looking for untapped land. Right? We want to, you know, Beast out on turn 3, which will allow a turn 4 Henge. But again, really getting lucky with this land. Basically looking to top deck 2 lands, right? That's not one of them, no. Neither is that. Shouts. This could get weird. Looking for the discard here. You know, 2 Henges. I think no harm, no foul. It's pretty late drop as well. Where's the land, though? We don't have a mana to exile Kroxa. I don't think they'll be playing it on turn 3, though. 3 mana and 0 cards in grave. We'll be okay. Prone to removal here on our Ooze, right? Yeah. We need that 3rd land or this match is over. Especially if they play theirs. Yeah. Sacking their passage, I'm sure pulling another swamp, right? They already have the 2 red sources. Where's the land, though? What a life. We've drawn 3 times and done 2 scries. We got led down the rabbit hole by the Great Henge. We're like, hey, we've got a Beast, our Henge. This is gonna be a sick match. Nope. We can't do anything without land. And now we do run what I would call a beginner or free-to-play based channel here. And it just goes to show you how important having the correct land base is. Right? That's one of the earliest lessons to learn. Woof. Alright, we lose our second Henge, and oh my god. I'm so frustrated. We can't even kick this. This is just a blowout. I mean, we should play it out, but like, if I was ever gonna concede, it'd be right now. Another scavenger. We need a 4th land, we need a 5th land, and we need a 6th land. Let's hold on. We've got 15 life. You know, some days I just have not much resolve. But let's try to hold on. Oh, it's not a land. Some form of life gain out for ourselves. I need that land, and then I need to kill that scavenger. We're ready for just another Kroxa. There's nothing we're doing here. It's just too far gone as far as I'm concerned. Let's not really show them any more of our shenanigans. I'm just angry. I needed to get a chance to use the correct emo. So let's sideboard in about 5 land. I joke. I joke. Do we want the remorse to deal with Kroxa? Or do we just count on our... No, we do. That'll be okay. So we just sideboard in removal, basically. A little bit of disruption for their Kroxa. I think pretty straightforward. Playing first... I need 3 land. Rankle's nice, we can drop that on curve. We're gonna draw a card. It's a sorcery, instant, okay. Moving on, letting them go. Calls the dead, that's fine. Let's take our draw. We pick up a draw engine. That's nice. Taking advantage of that. We want to drop this and use its ability on the same little bit, I think. We're also just going to remove it. Let's take our scry here. Sure. I mean, at a certain point you can't complain about a draw engine, right? Alright, so it's a replacement. That Bloodchief's Thirst is annoying. Death Touch, we will block with. Wow, they're piling on. Rankle can just defend. The Ooze can defend as well. We really want to get the draw out of this, I think, is the thing. Let's skip the removal, just take the draw. And that way we still are able to spend our mana efficiently and not giving up kind of those cards we want to hold on to, right? I don't want to play the Ooze until we see a Kroxa. And now this way we have a life gain defender, so the zombies should not be attacking. Draw engine back in play, which should prioritize the removal, or like kind of draw it into itself. All right, a little black hole of removal here. I'm surprised it's still in his hand. Yeah, that's what I mean. Just pulls removal right to it. And that's gonna make it so it doesn't hit our Ooze. And yeah, that's kind of why we did that. And now hopefully whatever this isn't instant speed. I guess we could double down is the thing. Oh, Kroxa, I'm coming for you. We could even go wide with the second one. Let's pass our turn. Play it safe. There's a big scry here. They just scried 3 to the top, so I imagine they just keep all 3 to the top again. Alright. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom to change it up a little bit. We might have to discard Rankle. I don't know. I don't want to do that, but looking to kill the Ooze maybe as well, or the Murderous Rider. I'm not sure why they would prioritize. Oh, because it's a Heartless Act and the Ooze has a +1 on it. Interesting. I would have definitely killed the Rider there. Odd and even, so it's not like they're prioritizing Extinction Event to hit anything. You can see what that card is. Nice. Sploosh. That was a good pickup. They pull another off the top? What? Are you serious? Wow. Let's take some damage. Going wide. The odds suck because they could keep evens. They lose their Ox, which is good, but... And we keep our Ooze. We would lose our Rider and the 2 Beasts, which is actually not that nice. Maybe we put ourselves in a bad position. We have 1 Ooze ability available if they mill a Kroxa. I'm sure there's removal as well. Liliana can do a multitude of things. Basically anything they want. Do we know what the X is? 15. Let's grab a life. And take a creature, I guess. Haste can kill Liliana. Yeah, the Death Touch sucks, but we've got to get rid of it at some point somehow, right? And we don't really want to kill the Ox, actually, now that I think of it. That's good for them. Oh well.
I was bored.
Oh well. They just replay it. That actually becomes very good. Maybe we should have held off and just rankled them down in a defensive position. Right? That probably would have been better. Probably a misplay there. We should have just held off and used Rankle just over 15 turns. But then we don't have a chump block engine, so it would have died on their attack anyways. They would have eventually gotten it. Right? So it's like, it could have been... Those are like those things where it's like, was it a misplay? Was it not? Like, it's so hard to really put your thumb on it. What I can put my thumb on is how good this Ox is mid-game. Or even late game, if you want to call it. That's so good. Yeah, creature, 3/3. Something, right? We still hold up our shatter. We'll do it on their turn so they can't play it again. Never mind. We'd have to discard it if we kept it in hand. We're killing the Ox, now we're exiling it with our Ooze. If we had the mana, Cry. Should have kept the Mammoth in hand. My bad. My bad. Alright, they get their Kroxa in play. Yeah, we definitely needed that Ooze mana available. We're looking for a misplay, that's the one. I mean, we still get the Ox, but Kroxa has hit play. And this is upsetting to me. At a certain point, we should just eat their graveyard so they can't do anything about it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. We can only go up in mana. We could go to a 6/6. Let's draw a card. We have nothing to discard either. So let's have them discard. Let's take care of Kroxa here. It's a nice top deck for us. Woo! Woo! All right, we make it out. Right? Let's end our turn here. Dang it! Let's just grab some life. Or should we eat down their graveyard? Ah, we should eat down their graveyard. 1 life and a little bit of their graveyard. Right, keeps their next Kroxa from being able to actually enter the field and stay there. But I'm sure there's more mill and, you know, God knows what else. Oh, big money on that Heartless Axe, baby. We're gonna lose our Murderous Rider? Really? Okay. Should we thin our library or just leave it? I don't think we have too many mammoths, so let's just thin it out. Take the shuffle. We could have saved it, but I think it's better for us to thin our library. Oh, they get more death touch. It's annoying, and I hate it. Alright, we just need a Garruk top deck here. Or Polukranos. Even a Henge. Definitely not the land. Good trade, good trade. Clean field. Riders go to our library, which is why it's alright to lose them. They're on the bottom though, right? We should have saved our passage and shuffled the riders back in randomly. Uh-oh. Alright, we can deal with the giant. That scavenger is going to need some removal off the top though. Arrgh. Ah! Nice. All right. Rough start. Lethal next turn. Hey, there's that Henge we wanted. It's a little late though. Ale River. Pretty cool deck. We got beat up a few times, and you know, I started actually mentioning this in all of my videos so you guys aren't so critical. You seem to have become a lot more understanding recently. I don't claim to be a pro. I play 2 to 3 brand new decks a day to showcase to my audience, you guys. I do my best every single day to learn them and play them. I do have also a regular life, as this is, I'm not CGB, you know, we're not making that much bank yet, right? So I've got to, you know, keep my whole life together while creating so much content for you guys. So it's just what it is, right? Every week we're getting original decks, you're getting top ranked mythic decks. We've got drafts and historic for the members only. So I am absolutely doing my best. And, you know, I think there is some power within that, learning the deck as we play it together. Because a lot of my audience is beginners. They are free to play individuals. They're just new to Magic, right? I'm kind of like bringing them on over from Runeterra and Hearthstone. So it's good to encourage that mindset of learning and improving and not being too critical upon yourself, right? Because it is a hard game. People are freaking good at this game, right? So it's not uncommon to get smashed out, which is that, right? Cool beans. Thanks for watching. Make sure to have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend. Support on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, and buy all of your goodies through my Amazon link to support me financially. Thank you kindly. Go have yourselves a magical day, and we'll see you again soon with another Magic the Gathering Arena video.
Nice.